In organic chemistry, there are 3 rules for naming molecules. The first rule is to find the longest chain. The number of carbons in the chain determines the parent compound. In this molecule, we can identify 3 different chains. The first has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. The second has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons also. And the third has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. As we know, the longest chain is the one with the 6 carbons, therefore it is a hexane. The second rule is called numbering. When you are numbering, you want to begin at the end of the parent chain that is nearest to the first branch. Because this is the only carbon with branches coming off of it, we want to start at the end of the chain that's closest to that branch, which would be right here. So starting from the right, we can number this 1, 2, and 3. And we don't have to go any further because we can stop once we get to the carbon that has the branches coming off of it. Ultimately, you want the branches to have the lowest possible number. And that's why we started on the right side, or the side closest to the branches. Because if we would have started on the left right here, it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of the branches having a 3 number, they would have had a 4. And 4 is obviously not the lowest number, so that explains why we started on the right as opposed to the left. When naming a molecule, you have to identify each individual chain coming off of the parent compound by that number. On this molecule, because there are 2 chains coming off of the 3, the molecule will have the numbers 3, 3. The third rule is to officially name the compound. The named compound needs to be written as a single word without capital letters. As you can see, in the name I have written below, there is still a space missing between the 3, 3 and the hexane. That's because there's still one step missing. These 2 chains, even though they are recognized in the name by the 3, 3, have to be recognized further. We first start with a prefix. Because there are 2 chains coming off of the parent compound, the prefix would be di. Now, because each of these chains only has 1 carbon coming off, it is known as methyl. Therefore, the final name of the compound is 3,3-dimethylhexane. For this molecule, we'll follow the same steps to try to figure out what its name is. First, we have to identify the longest chain. At first, one might think that we would go with the chain that is horizontal, and that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. However, that's not the case. As we can see, there's actually a longer chain, and that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 carbons. Therefore, the molecule is known as decane. Next, for numbering, we need to start at the end that's closest to the nearest branch. Ultimately, that would be right on this side. So from there, we number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we can stop there because that's the final branch. Next, we have to finish naming the compound. At the 3 spot, we notice that the chain has 2 carbons. Therefore, this branch will be known as 3-ethyl. The second branch is located on the number 7. Because it only has 1 carbon right here, it is known as 7-methyl. Now that we've identified the branches, we need to put it all together in one name. Ultimately, the numbers don't matter when it comes to the name. What matters is the alphabetical order of ethyl and methyl. So because E comes before M in the alphabet, the 3-ethyl will come before the 7-methyl in the name. Therefore, the final name of this molecule is 3-ethyl 7-methyl decane.